Really? Yeah.
Those will never die. That's the only way we can communicate with other truckers.
Do you guys do breaker and all that shit? What's your 1020?
You know,
What's your
some
handle? Do you have a
people-
handle? Pickle?
No. Gunny Highway is my CB handle.
I'm sorry. What's
Gunny
that?
Gunny
High-
Highway.
Gunny Highway?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Actually, Sean's is Kingpin.
Naturally.
I changed it to asshole, but he said
Yeah. He didn't change yours to pickle?
no. That's my company nickname.
Yeah.
That's my company nickname. But
Gunny Highway.
Gunny Highway.
That was a great movie.
Yes, it was.
Well, I was just going to mention that too. Now, obviously, they say that with all the technology in the world and cellular devices and satellites and everything, that if God forbid there's an apocalypse,
What?
that CB radio. Yeah, did I say that right?
Spell that. Spell that, please.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm dealing. Oh, never mind. I was going to say, I know someone that regularly says words wrong, and I've given up on correcting them.
They say that the form of CB radio communication will be existent, even if technology just disappeared.
Oh yeah. And there are people that have CBs that. I mean, even Sean, he's got a CB that reaches 8 states, and I'm like, Sean, who the fuck are you talking to?
Right.
You know, I just want to know how traffic is, or where the police or cops or the smoking bears are at. That's it. And bye. I don't need any conversation with you unless we're running together. But no, his radio goes, where are you? I'm in Boston. Where are you at? I'm in Albany. Why am I talking to you? You know, you do me no good here.
There's something pretty cool to be said about that. I mean, you know, half the time I imagine it's, I don't know, it must get lonely in that fucking truck, especially these guys that are doing these super long drives, you know?
With technology nowadays, I mean, I can have my own radio station inside the truck. All my favorite music, everything is at a touch of a boom. If I want to hear rap, if I want to hear country, if I want to hear classic rock, it's just a touch of a phone.
I thought you didn't like country, Mike.
But there's got to be...
No, I guess...
There's got to be something...
You're saying that the truck itself has a satellite radio?
No, my phone's all connected
right.
through
it
my
has
the
Bluetooth
audio port. Well, Bluetooth is nice.
Yeah.
But there's got to be something to be said for having a human connection. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to imagine, I need people around me. You know what I mean? I get lonely.
I
easy.
actually drive truck because I hate people.
That's
because
it's a little bit different
I
perspective.
could not sit in an office all day long. I could not do that. My ADD would kick in, and I'd be like, well, I am going to go get the mail. I got to get out of here. I got to go. And that's why I drive truck, because I'm gone. All right? Once I'm out there, I'm out there. I'll see you when I get back.
Yeah.
And that keeps me from taking medication. How people stay in offices and, you know, I don't get it. How do you do that?
Do you know all the 10 codes? 10-4, 10-20, what's your 10-20, what's your 10-30?
Kind of.
No. Oh, well,
I know what a 10-20 is. Taking a poop.
Oh, that's a 1020.
Taking
that's
a
a 10-20.
10-20.
What's your location? What's your 10?
10-10.
Yeah, I think it's 10-10, yeah. I think so.
I forget what it is. I don't know. 10-4, good buddy. Yeah, no.
But even saying goodbye isn't 10-4, believe it or not. It's something else. When you say 10-4.
Isn't that like an acknowledgement?
It's like a thank you. 10-4, good buddy.
In the military, you'd be saying...
Like, thank you, good buddy.
Well, you know what good buddy is now. All right, I'm going to give you a little history lesson.
Okay.
Back in the day, it meant a fellow truck driver. Well, nowadays, because of technology, a good buddy is somebody that you want to have sex with.
Oh, yeah?
Are you serious?
Wow.
That's a
Wow.
good buddy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that is a good buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see how the phraseology would
Well, yeah,
evolve into, I mean, you know, we all need a good buddy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Male or female, depending on your...
That's
you
why I
know,
have 2
your-
bunks.
Yeah,
all right?
right. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, I guess so. So, are you telling me that the CB radio terminology has changed?
Yeah,
Than
well, it's
than,
a lot
say,
more.
from the Smokey and the Bandit days?
Well, not really. Some is. I mean, do you know what a chicken house is?
Oh, no.
Chicken
see?
house is actually a way station. That they still use that.
Yeah, I know the way stations, yeah.
They got.
Are Smokies still called Smokies?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We
okay.
got we call a full-grown bear in the trucking industry as a diesel cop or a DOT cop. We say a full-grown bear, or a diesel cop or DOT trooper or whatever. We have like plain black wrappers, meaning a state trooper just went by with no markings on it.
Gotcha.
You plain black wrapper going southbound. I haven't used the CB in a long time. Sean's actually going to install a CB in my truck again, so I'm going to learn everything back. Because so much bullshit that's said on the CBs, man. There is, you know, and it's aggravating. People just like to start the bullshit. Like if you sit at a truck stop, somebody will just basically say, I have your mom in the truck right now. Next thing you know, fucking 20 people are keying over each other going, yeah, you suck, all that crap. But it is fun. It's entertaining, and I mean.
Now, Mike, real quick, when a weigh station is open on the highway, when you're driving along, and because I've always wondered this, and I've heard that this is the case, and I'm curious to know, when you're driving down the highway and you see that the weigh station is open, every truck has to stop at that weigh
station.
Every commercial truck. Okay, right.
Basically, if you have a deal like U-Haul, they don't have to stop. The Penske's, all that crap. Right. I mean, certain rental trucks. I mean, if you're hauling a Penske truck and you got a trailer behind you and it's a DOT and all that crap.
Right.
Gotcha.
Even buses. Some buses have to go into DOT stops.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
And if you're overweight, this
Here we go.
This isn't a fat joke. This isn't a fat joke.
Drum roll, please.
if your weight is more than what you have, like what in your log or some shit.
No, we are allowed to carry 80,000 pounds of weight. Now we have 3 separate axles on our truck. We have the rear tandem axle on the trailer. We have the drive axles on the tractor and the steering tires. On both the drive and the trailer tires, we're allowed 34,000 pounds of that. On the front steers, we're allowed 12,000. Now, if you do your math, you add that up, it's 80,000. Well, when you load a trailer, that weight gets distributed all over the place. So you have to slide those tandems back and forth so you don't exceed those weight limits on those axles.
Oh, shit.
And if you ever look under, I'll show you at the end of the show, I'll bring you out there, I'll give you a little PK, but we got to slide and make those adjustments.
We should do a Facebook Live on the Common Sense
we
page
can do that.
when we go out there and look at this new truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Let's
a
do
good
that.
idea.
All right.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
So when you're driving behind a truck and their lights are flashing from the trailer, should you let them know that their lights aren't frickin' working?
Well, it's kind of hard to communicate because a fellow trucker would probably try to alert them. Say, listen, you got no tail lights, you got no marker lights.
Because we were driving behind one, and they literally just kept coming on and off. Like
there was kind of some sort of electrical problem.
Like you could tell something wasn't plugged in correctly or whatever because they would hit the littlest bump.
It looked like Morse code.
It happens. I mean, you can leave the shop and everything's hunky dory. Next thing you go to, you lose a headlight and your marker lights.
The shit's gonna go when it goes.
It just nothing lasts forever. And hopefully, a fellow trucker will tell him, hey. You got no marker lights, or State Cop is going to eventually pull you over,
and he'll tell you.
And he'll tell you in a nice financial way that get this fixed.
Mike, this is Tony. What do I got to do to get a CDL license?
What do you got to do to see? Well, the best thing to do is know somebody, so you don't have to pay $8,000 billion to go to school. That would be my first suggestion. Find somebody that has a truck or a trucking company that you know. And they will teach you. Go get the book at the DMV. Learn the book. Live the book. I tell everybody, when you go to the bathroom, take this book in with you. It is the commercial Bible of all tractor-trailer driving. Everything you need to know is in that book. Once you learn that book, you go take your written test. And after your written test, they'll set you up with a road test. And you'll end up getting your license. The hardest part of getting your CDL license is learning the pre-trip. Now, the pre-trip is basically the total inspection from front to back, up to top, bottom of that truck. Everything in that book will tell you what you need to check. And study.
Awesome.
Now, do those checklists and all that stuff change like your regular license does, or?
No, not really.
No.
I mean, unless it's something was built on the truck that wasn't there before. But
well, I'll tell you, because my daughter got hers 2 years ago, and I was reading through hers, and I was like, wow, that never existed when I got mine. And
I mean,
technology
that's
and not the same as when I got mine.
Oh, trust me, I took my license with 1990 is when I got my license, and I could not do a thorough DOT check because there's so much in detail you have to check. Basically, I look at my truck because once you drive something so long, you get to know that truck. You know something's wrong with it. In the morning, check the oil. You just do a walk around and make sure nobody hit nothing or everything is solid. Check your lights. Make sure your safety aspects are working. And once that's all set, then you're good to go. But the DOT Pre-trip, man, you are grabbing, holding, tugging, touching, and it's like, oh, Jesus, I couldn't do that. I'm too old for that.
Two questions for you. CDL license, obviously you can drive a truck, you can drive a bus.
Yeah.
Any other?
Well, if you drive a bus, you have to get your passenger's endorsement.
Oh, okay.
You gotta get air brakes, all that. There's so many different. I mean, you have to get for hazmat. You have to take a hazmat test for doubles and triple trailers, those big ones. You have to take a test for that.
Is that like the UPS when they've got like 2 trailers on? Yeah.
Even if
those
you
are
say
fun.
you have your CDL, like I have my CDL, I want to go drive a bus. I have to actually take another road test to drive that bus.
Wow.
And take another test. Yeah.
No kidding. Interesting. Interesting. So, first of all, if you're listening to the Common Sense New Hampshire. We're broadcasting live here in Hooksett. We are at our sponsor's home court, as I call it, PDS.
Precision Delivery Solutions.
And I'm from my knowledgement, if you will, I'm trying to find out exactly what PDS does, but they're not just a trucking company. They're a transport delivery system where one of their major clients is Coca-Cola, but you guys have other clients as well, and you go to and from. Is it you guys are just regional? Are you national?
It's regional.
Okay.
You know, Pennsylvania, all the way. It's pretty much northeast, but we do go down south on occasion. If a customer needs a load brought down there, we in a heartbeat we'll help them out. We are expanding, and we started out of the owner's house, and now we're here. I mean, and I've been here
Sounds
since
like
day
perfect
one.
Entertainment.
You know, and it's awesome, but it's scary at the same time.
Sure.
Because I've seen big companies, and once you go from, I know that guy, to, oh, yeah, your driver's 68773.
Sure.
I'm like, oh,
Right.
man.
Right.
But I love how we're growing. We're growing not too fast, just right. And this new challenge is happening right now is huge. I mean, and look us out on the highway, PDS. It's red letters. They're brand new trucks. You know, if you listen to the show, you know, pull your arm down and we'll toot the horn for you.
If you notice our Facebook cover photo and banners and stuff like that, we're going to be putting PDS logos all over the place because, again, they are sponsoring us and stuff like this. How long you been driving trucks?
Since 1990. That's when I
90.
got my license. Yeah.
Wow.
That's like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
By my radio.
5 weeks ago?
Yeah, 5. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of changes, and technology is the number one change. And I've been with this company 20 years. It'll be 20 years actually in November. I've been with this company.
You're a senior guy, aren't you?
Top dog, man.
No, nice.
It's awesome. I got great coworkers. I got an awesome boss. You know, we've done so much together over the years, and just to see this new transition and new drivers, and try to explain to them, listen, man, you're welcome aboard because this is going to be awesome.
That's great, man.
It's
Good for
gonna
you
be
guys.
awesome.
So if obviously our sponsor Phil came up to you and go, hey, listen, I'm gonna promote you to management, you won't take it, will you?
No, I'd be more of a trainer guy. The skill set that I have, I would love to pass that down to the new generation of driver because I'm all about safety, man. It's safety, safety, safety. You know, it's the expect the unexpected. If you go through life driving like that, you will never, ever, ever get into an accident. Expect somebody to cut you off. Expect the bridge to fall down. Just expect all the weird shit to happen, and you'll prepare yourself as a better driver for those fuck-ups. Yep. You'll be like, ooh. And as you progress in your career, you'll be able to call it like, oh, this guy's going to smash, or this guy's going to cut me off, and then bam, it happens, and you're like, ha-ha. You called that.
Yeah, and you can see it a lot of times. Like, you know, you can see somebody like I call that shit all the time. I'll be like, look at this asshole. He's about to change lanes without his directional. You know what I mean? And this guy actually wants to be in this lane. Watch, he's gonna, you know. And then sure as shit, you know, they'll drift over.
That's the expecting the unexpected, man.
You start seeing those subtle signs, those subtle cues, and you pick up on it.
Don't
quick.
drive with blinders on, folks.
Right, amen to that.
You know, move your neck. Look in your mirrors. Look at your surroundings. You know, it's not all going to be hunky dory going down the highway because there's always somebody that's going to drive like an asshole. But I also look at it this way. Just because some asshole is driving 100 miles an hour down the highway doesn't really make him an asshole. You know, I'll tell you why. You have no fucking clue what just happened to that guy. He could have just got a call that his daughter got hurt, or somebody in his family got hurt, just got fired. he need to be somewhere.
He could be in law enforcement.